So what's up, man? Today we got YBN Nahmir in the building. What's up, bro?
Yes, sir. Kicking it, man. You already know, normal lifestyle, kicking it, normal at the crib, just normal vibes. How you doing, fool?
Not much, man. Doing good, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I've been following your career for a while, man. Ever since you were on the XXL list, all the platinum hits, man, you're really doing your thing out here in the music world, right?
Yeah.
All right, man. So let's get into it, man. So what's new with you, man? What you got going on?
Man, everything. I'm a whole new person, man. I ain't gonna lie. I had a super duper hard drinking problem, and I had to slow down with that to really like maintain myself and understand myself. And ever since I slowed down on the drink, I've been activated. That's what's new for real. Like, you feel me? I've been getting closer to God. Just getting my life in order in the real life so I could focus on my career and, you know, the background and, you know, that I want to do and have fun, like type shit like that. But I had to get myself in order, and I feel like that's the newest thing that really happened. And that's something that I want to show people too, because they never seen me on some just kicking this shit, normal shit, understanding me for as a person. They always seen the limelight Nahmir. They always see YBN Nahmir. They don't know Nick. Like, you feel me? I'm Nick. And they was just seeing YBN Nahmir the whole time, and I had to show them that other side. And me coming out of different things, it just made me feel new. And I feel like that's the newest thing that's happening right now.
Now, I've seen in the news a lot, you talking about you working on your sobriety. And with that, I guess you're starting to get closer to God and to your religion.
Yep. Yes, sir. For sure. I went to church last Sunday, the Sunday before last, matter of fact. For the first time since I was 10, I'm 24 years old. I ain't been to church since I was like 9 or 10. And I felt a whole different way. It felt so good being able to get closer to God and know that I'm going in the right direction. I felt like a relief off my shoulders, like the weight that I had on me, it just took it away. Yeah. From now on, I know I'm looking forward to Sundays to go to church. But yeah, fool, like, I ain't gonna lie, I had a bad drinking problem. It slowed down my career, slowed down my relationships. It fucked up a lot of things. And yeah, fool, all I could do is go for the better now. But I'm turning. I'm finna drop hella music and all that. It's finna be back to normal. But yeah, fool,
and
I do
you know
feel
what's
good.
wild? You can always tell when somebody's, you know, go a little sober or whatnot, because I was talking to Rico Reckless, man, and he was doing some of the same thing, going to church a lot. He was making sure he was drinking a lot of water, wasn't messing around with smoking, drinking, doing anything.
Yeah,
and his energy was just so turned, man. And I almost see the same thing in you right now. You know what I mean?
I mean, you can tell the difference for sure. And I know Rico Reckless for real. Like, I know how he get. And like, you feel me? I know how it get for that situation, you know? So it's good to see him doing good too. Like, and it's crazy that you just mentioned him out of nowhere, because that's a person that I looked on Instagram like, damn, nigga, you drinking water every day, working out, doing all this shit. He always been a musclehead type of nigga. But now it's like, it's really showing like he doing that I want to do. You get what I'm saying? It's just like, we ain't in the same category. We hold two totally different people, and we got our own different problems. But I did, like, you feel me? And I do still look up to what he got going on, and that's code that you mentioned for surely.
Yeah, you two definitely have two different lanes in the game, but you kind of like, your blow up was like what, 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
Him, he was kind of with the Chicago drill rap, but for some reason you've always kind of you've been intertwined with a lot of that. We're gonna get to that in a little bit, but man, it seems like, man, you've had some ways into that world before, right?
Yeah, for sure. You already know, like, bro, like the whole drill wave and all that, I was there from the beginning, not involved in it, but paying attention to it. So like Rico Reckless, Rondo and all them, and like, and everybody that's locked up, and all the BDK and GDK and all that niggas just now finding about like the last recent years, I've been knowing it. So I do feel closer to them. And like, those were the first people I did want to talk to when I blew up, and I talked to them, and shit, I get a different connection from them than anybody else, because these are people that I looked up to, especially in the music scene when I was younger, like 12, 11. You feel me? Chief keep coming out. The Chicago wave really painted a picture on the whole music scene. So yeah, it feel words can't even explain how I feel to fuck with them niggas. That's cool. Like, it's real cool. Like, super cool.
Yeah, man. They a lot of those drill cats, man, you hear the horror stories, obviously, of what goes on in the streets. But when you talk to them, especially off camera and on the side, man, it'd be some of the coolest people in the world.
Coolest people in the world. And it's like, damn, a lot of shit be calming down too. You understand, like, you feel me? I like to push the peace movement that niggas got going on right now in Chicago. It's so much that we can do for these kids. Like, all these kids are dying. It's a lot of shit that we can do to change it, especially with the mouth that we got and the words and the voice that we can project on these people. Like, there's so many other ways we could change it. And shit, I'm willing to help Chicago too. You feel me? I'm not finna step into nobody's beef and stop it, but I'm willing to help. Like, you feel me? I'm proud of what they doing right now with the Stop the Peace, a little movement that they got going on in Chicago with the what's the name?
Pushing Peace. You talking about Kiing Yella?
Yeah, with the Kiing Yella for sure. He one that's pushing peace. What's the cut name with the
FYBJ, man?
Yes, sir. Cuz doing this shit right now, and niggas look at that shit as like, oh, you a bitch. Oh, he just doing shit like fucking we ain't with niggas and whoop the whoop. Niggas gotta look at it for the bigger picture, like how everybody else starting to look at it, like especially them gang members and the real gangsters that's really outside doing shit, paying attention to what cuz doing, and they seeing these kids are really dying, and they understand the message. It's like, how could we not? How could we not? How can the fans not? How could people that's not involved not understand it? You feel me? And a lot of stuff happen because we paint the wrong narrative on a lot of stuff. Like, shit.
I agree. I think
wrong narrative. Like, fans just pay attention to everything we do. Whole time I could be talking to the nigga like I'm talking to you, and the whole internet think that we into it. And you feel me? It's the wrong narratives that we paint, and it be real life going on, but we just gotta do better. We gotta do better as people. We gotta do better as everything. You feel me? I'm a type of nigga that's gonna rap about what the fuck I'm talking about, but when it comes to real life, I do care. Like, I care. I can say that out my mouth as a man. Like, I don't want no kids dying. I don't want no niggas dying. I don't want to sit up at night. I don't want to be sad about no niggas' death. And like, damn, I was just into it with cuz yesterday or with the whoop, or have to go do something because over a little situation. I don't like this. Like, I'm not no super savage, hop outside, I want to kill a nigga, you know? So
exactly, man, because a lot of these situations can be figured out with a talk, man. They really could. And when you talk to cats on camera or off and you're not involved, you can see it in them sometimes. Like, man, I wish this wasn't even going on. You know what I'm saying? For surely. But it do be that's farther on and that'll stop that closer towards it, because it do be a lot of people dying from the little tiny words and shit like that. But all you can do is try to make it go better from the forward. Here's a quick question, man. And I hate to cut you off. Sorry about that. No, you good. But you came up during a time when No Jumper was blowing up, man.
Yeah.
And this kind of segues into what we were just talking about. Recently, they've had a situation with Desto Dub, a friend of their channel over there, or whatever, getting kind of pressed by some guys that used to work over at No Jumper. And it seems like it's a situation that they just came together and just solved by just calling it off. Do you think that when it comes to like No Jumper, other humongous platforms, they can set that example and show how easy you can go from one way to the other?
Yeah, for sure. For sure, like the bigger platforms can easily. Because it's like, at the end of the day, what are they a platform for? Business. What are they doing? Trying to better themselves and the people around them. Like, you feel me? If you got a voice and you could do better for the shit that's around you, you got to use that. And I was a nigga that didn't give a fuck. Like, I'm still learning how to care. Like, I could be honest with everybody about that. Like, I'm still learning how to care. So I know these niggas don't give a fuck about a lot of shit and how it looked and the image that's painted on it. But like, they got voices, bro. Like, that's cool that niggas squashed it. If they squashed it, that's cool. Like, you feel me? That's something that niggas want to do. That's something that people want to see. You feel me? But you do got them other heads that want to see the negative energy and like the shit that come with it. You feel me? That's the entertainment. That's where you see all the bad girls club. You see all the everything. The world is based off of negativity right now. So, you feel me? They might not get that much exposure.
Have you been, and to be honest, you hit the nail on the head with that, because even when you look at the streamers, right? The in real life streamers, not your desktop big dog streamers like your Kai Sinets and your Speeds.
Yeah.
I'm talking about your Neon, this new kid, Neon. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen him. And you got the Jack Dohertys. They're really, really young. They got really, really young fan base. But what I see from them is every stream and everything, every headline goes from one extreme to the next. It gets more extreme and more extreme. But are the fans responsible, because that's what gets clicks? What do you think?
I feel like it's not the fans' fault, because it's what they want to see. And like, you blow up off of something, you're going to keep moving on with it. You're going to keep doing the most extreme to stay in that limelight. like, and that's a cold question that you touched. I mean, a cold topic that you touched on too, because it's always been like people looked at me like, okay, I'm YBN Nahmir. Why you not number one? Why you not doing this the right way? I always put everybody before me first. So you feel me? That's my difference. A lot of people put they self first and don't understand the image that they putting off with the that they put out. Like, you feel me? It can make you look cool. It can make you look like a nerd. It can make you look like it can make you look all these type of ways. But once you put it out, you put it out. But yeah, I really don't step into that lane. Like, I'm not no streaming type of nigga for real. Like, I watch the desktop streams. I watch Neon and all them type of niggas, and that's just not my lane, though. You feel me? But it's just crazy. Like, it's crazy. It ain't nothing. I ain't no shit because niggas is doing their thing, and that's cool. That them niggas is famous and viral, getting their bread, getting their check, whatever. It's just not my lane for real. It's just like I don't know. I don't get.
That's wild to hear, because didn't you gotta get your start like playing GTA online?
Yeah, hell yeah. But that's two different lanes though. Like, there's different lanes towards that.
True.
Like, you feel me? I knew the game and shit. I did the game and shit for a while. Like, I wasn't on camera vlogging like outside, like talking to people in public, interviewing people and shit like that. Like, you know, I wasn't in that lane. Like, these niggas that's new, they got groups that's linked up in person. Like, they can go out with their friends and record. Like, oh yeah, we outside. Like, you feel me? Like how AMP is. Like, you got Kaisenet, Phantom, Duke Dennis. You got all these other people. When I had YBN, when I first started it, we started on the game. We didn't even have no money to like. We didn't have the money or the clout to make it happen like all these other streamers got it right now. So I don't know. It's just
now when you mentioned AMP and you got your Duke Dennis over there. He's up next. Yep. You got Kaisenet. You got Agent and all those cats. Was that your overall kind of goal for YBN?
Yeah. To be honest, I can say yeah. Not in the same direction, not in the same way, but the way they move and the way they doing things and the way they having fun and getting their money and sticking to themselves. And this is the group that was like that. I mean, we did that already. Like, you feel me? We been did that. So I don't know. Yeah, that's how I wanted it to go. It went like that. It's just now, like, time.
That's changed, true. And
it's time changed for everything. Like, you know how we used to go in the background, turn on Young Jeezy, whoa, turn on Waka Flocka, whoa. Niggas not saying that right now. It's time. It's everything evolves in time. Everybody changes with time. In the music scene, the streaming wise, video game, everything, it changes with time. So, you feel me? I feel like we had a different experience than what they experiencing right now.
Yeah, and that's a great answer, man. That's great way to put it, because you guys did have your time. And in like 2017, 2018, I mean, you were on the freshman list. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Sell freshman list.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. Like, when you really think about it, platinum albums, doing it big, man.
Sometimes I still can't even believe it. Sometimes I sit back and just be like, damn, like, I'm really famous. Like, I really like move my whole family and all that type of shit. I'm on magazines and shit. They playing me on the radio. I'm like, damn, what the I'm not even paying attention to this. Is my voice on the radio. Like, it'd be unreal sometimes. And it's just crazy. It's
now, to be honest, the fact that you're still super duper young, man, does it feel weird that, you've already done that and now you're trying to transition into something else?
Yeah, it feel weird every single day. Trust me. Like, cause I feel like being young, wild, and turned two with all my friends and everything, I accomplished I accomplished mostly every single thing off my list that I wanted to do in life. Like, as a 17-year-old from the beginning to a 17-year-old, my mindset is this: I want to go outside. I want to jeez. What I did, I went outside. I know the that I want to them. I want to get some money. Did that. I want to drive Hellcats, Porsches in the rain. Did that. I want to buy houses and move my family and take care of everybody. I did that. So, you feel me? It's like I did everything that I wanted to do at a young age. So I slowed down these past years. I started drinking and it drowned me. It made me feel like, damn, like, you're right. You're just living day by day. But recently I'm starting to slow down with the drinking, understand life for what it is. And I know it's a bigger purpose. Like, I always knew it was a bigger purpose. It was nothing that changed with that. But I'm just growing up and I'm starting to understand shit more. Like, I always understood it, but as a man, I'm understanding it. And shit, it's a crazy lifestyle. It's just a crazy lifestyle. I had to really understand myself to step into the boundary that I'm in right now, like how I'm talking to you. Because 2 months ago, 3 months ago, I probably would have talked to you in a whole different type of way, you know? And I'm proud of
I
myself.
get it. No, well, I kind of get it. Only people who really understand are people who have been in those shoes.
Yeah.
And very few have been in those shoes before, man, to be honest, man.
For sure. And that's why like a lot of people will respect it, but nobody could feel it for real. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not trying to go off on like, okay, this is my addiction or anything like that. But this is the experiences that I'm going through, and I want people to relate to it. And everybody not going to relate, and I get that. That's what I got to deal with, you know? And it's like, you can explain it the best way that you can.
You know who else sounds similar right now is Skinny from the Nine, man. And shout out to him for the link up. You know what I'm saying? He wanted me to shout him out in this one, you know?
For sure. I see him growing too. I'm proud of Cud and everything that he's doing. Like at first, I remember he was into it with Jay and all that type of shit. He probably thought I was going to beat his ass or something. No, Skinny. I'll put you, dude. Well, no. Like I with Skinny. He a cold nigga for sure. Like, and I'm proud of the change that he's making and being a better man for himself. For sure.
Now, here's an industry question. Do you still mess with Def Jam, or are you still signed to Def Jam?
Yeah, I'm still signed to Def Jam right now. I just been taking the music shit slow though. I just been behind the scenes, really just working on my life before I could really put that stamp on it. Like, nigga, I'm back. Cause it ain't shit to make a song. I got itch right now. I got like over 150 itches sitting in my phone. Like, to me, I know how to go viral. It's nothing. I started at this shit. It's nothing for me to say. If I wanted to go viral tomorrow, I could do it. But yeah, I'm still signed with Def Jam. I just slowed this shit down right now. Working on life.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, YBN broke up as a crew because everybody kind of went their own ways. Do you still stay in contact with Cordae? The last time you talked about it publicly, you said that you and Cordae were still talking often.
Yeah, I haven't talked to Cordae recently. I could say it's like 3 or 4 months. But I'm talking to him on a daily basis, like, you feel me? Yeah, he's more of a family person. He talked to my family instead of me most of the time. But yeah, he talked to my mom on a daily basis, like 4 times out the week, 5 times out the week. So we always stay in contact. That's really my brother. That's my dog. So I even be in contact with Jay. I just talked to Jay like a week ago. But yeah, I stay in contact with all them. And shit, it's good to see them niggas growing up. They got kids and shit. I'm the only one without a kid. I'm trying to have a kid now. Like, you feel me? I still stay in contact with them on a personal level. Like, it's just not music.
And that's life, man. That's how it goes, man. It gets, and you guys are still super young, but man, it gets, even as you get older, it's going to change. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. You grow with the time.
So you mentioned YBN Almighty J. So you and Almighty J, y'all had a public spat on social media, on IG Live, and you guys were kind of going back and forth. But since then, you guys have made up, is what you're saying?
Yeah, niggas got older and look past it. It's been a lot of other that's in the background that play and make you realize life is so precious. And what are we even into it for? Like, this, it was real life to where we was into it, but you got to understand it for what it is, bro. You could either say, fuck her, or take it to the chin and be a man and just be like, fuck it, I still want to fuck with you, bro, and I love you to death. And that's what we both felt like. You know what? It was a problem. Let's get over it. We only live once. And it wasn't even for like the image or like the internet to see or nothing like that, but it felt good to link up with Jay again and feel like, are we this again? Like, not even on no click, no YBN shit, but like, are we good? Because this was a big weight there was a super big weight on my shoulder not being cool with Jay. And yeah, to get that resolved and all that type of shit felt good, but yeah, bro, I'm proud of him too. He grew in a whole different type of way. I thought he was gonna go in a whole different type of direction because all that was happening, but the way he showed everybody else and the people around him that he really grown, all I could do was respect it as a man and be cool with it.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope. I ain't gonna lie. I was surprised by that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because a lot of the clips, because you know how social media goes, man.
Yeah,
Most of the clips that you're going to see, it gets reposted was you guys arguing. But for y'all to just meet in the background and then it's all good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah. I mean, it just felt good. It felt real good. It felt like it was the time and a place for it. It's a time and a place for everything. And it felt like that was the right time to really calm the situation down, man. We both calmed it down and shit. We cool. We just keep our distance. Like everything cool though. Like, you feel me? He do his own shit. I do my own shit. Still my brother. We're just not around each other 25/8.
Nah, I get it, man. Now, often you've been talked about lately in the news also about your affiliations in the streets, man. Now, I don't want to go too criminal with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we ain't doing none of that.
But there was a situation where you were on live with King Yella, and it went super viral, man. What happened with that situation?
Yeah, it was just some shit where it was like niggas was mentioning my name and like beating around the bush to try to make a point. And when I seen it, like, cause you feel me, I was a whole time, I think it was an Instagram live, some little shit. But at the end of the day, we grown ass men. You don't have to bring my name into a conversation that I'm not involved in to try to prove your point. If you had a feeling that you was trying to, you could have made up a fake name. You could have said a fake name or anything. You could have made a situation that was nothing. But it's like the way you say things, other people take it in a different type of way. Like I could say, bro, I could look at a female today and be like, you look beautiful. And whole time the nigga with her, you look beautiful today. And he could take it as disrespect, or he could take it as a compliment. You complimented my wife. Like that, you feel me? Everything that you say is going to cause a reaction. So you got to think before you speak. And them niggas spoke on me. And it was like, okay, now I'm here. Like, okay, bro, like, I'm not no beat around the bush ass nigga. I never been that. And that's something I got to deal with too, especially being famous. Like, I've been fighting that for years. Like, just shut your mouth. Like, these niggas is talking about you and you doing better than them. Like, what the but I didn't pay attention to it at the time, and I responded to it, and yeah, like the niggas say what they said, I said what I said, but it was nothing like that to where it's deeper than to where it can get talked about. Like niggas ain't looking at King
because
Yella
if you look at the whole live, you listen to the whole live, you and King Yella ended it by saying, "Yo, I was hanging out with a billionaire black. It's all cool. We all like, it's all love." You know what I mean?
Because I be with all them. I ain't gonna lie. I looked up to all them niggas. I looked up to Yella. I looked up to all them niggas growing up. Like, they made the Chicago wave. They did that. Like, billionaire black and all them on the hood. So, for a nigga to say my name and is coming off as disrespectful, it's like, of course I'm gonna press my line and I'm gonna speak my issue. But when you speaking about shit you don't even know about, especially like when you just saying shit that don't make sense, it's like, bro, you just making yourself look more dumb. Like, you looking stupid. And I'm gonna speak up for myself more when I see you looking dumb. Like, especially the people that know me in real life see you looking dumb. It's like, bro, like, come on, what the fuck was this even for? Like, you feel me? Niggas should have just never said my name, and that was that. But it wasn't nothing of. Like, you feel me? I don't really be on no street shit. I don't be on no extra looking for niggas and trying to fight niggas and trying to kill niggas and whoop and all this. Like, bro, I be kicking this shit trying to get my money. Like, I don't be caring what the fuck nobody got going on. Because I got so much shit going on myself. Like, you feel me? I be worried about, damn, do I gotta shit? What the we gonna eat tomorrow, nigga? You feel me? They get us some food stamps, nigga. Like that. Like, but hell no.
No, I get it.
Yeah, I really be having my own problems, so I can't really focus on everybody else. So they just mentioned my name, and it was the wrong time, in the wrong place. I was going through something in my mind, and I responded. And shit, that's something I gotta learn to stop doing too.
Now, do you think sometimes it's a quick clout move to mention your name so that people can get a rise? Because, you know, just looking at all the situations on live, it seemed like you would jump in there and state your claim. So like the thing with Famous Richard, like what Famous Richard is famously known as a troll. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Like, I don't even remember how. Oh, you talking about recently? Yeah, I hopped on live with Cub. Like, hell no, me and Cub don't even got no smoke. It ain't even nothing like that. Like, Cub is trolling. I know he's trolling, but when you know who a person is in the way that they say the stuff that they say, you got to understand where they come from. And I understood it that way that they said that on that live. Like, Richard wasn't. He could come off and say any type of shit, and I look at it like, you're trolling. Like, this is a joke. Like, nigga, I'm not finna take you serious. But when a nigga
exactly.
And I'm not saying like niggas is super powered and super godly and everything and activated and scared of niggas, but when you say things and you have this image, even you could be the hardest nigga in the world too, but a bitch at the same time. I'm still gonna reflect off how you is and what the fuck you can make these people think and how I'ma feel. Like, it's just differences. Like how if I said you a right now, you could take it as a joke, or you think I'm dead serious, you know? And I just took it dead serious when them niggas said it.
And I think that says a lot about the person sometimes, how you take things. Because the example that you used was that if somebody came up, you with your wife, and they said, "Hey, man, you look beautiful today." You know, some cats, they'll jump bad And to be honest, the delivery is important.
It's the delivery.
Right?
It's the way you say things. It's the way the words come out your mouth and your attitude in the situation and what you're talking about. If you come off crazy, if you're talking about some shit that's embarrassing, and then you put my name in there, who wouldn't? Like, you feel me? Feel like, what? You feel me? You don't even got to say nothing, but who's not going to be like, what, nigga? Like, what? You know? And especially like when you don't got no smut on your name. I don't got no smut on my name. Ain't no nigga ever touch my chain. Ain't no nigga ever beat my ass. Ain't no nigga ever did me filthy. And I'm not saying I'm untouchable because I'm not God. Anything can happen to me tomorrow. I could drop dead tonight in my sleep. But it's I'm a joint. Like, you feel me? I'm a trophy. So when you saying shit like that, it's just like, you have to stand on your morals. You have to say something. Not have to, but I'm the type of nigga that's going to say something back. And that's the mindset that I chose. But it's always different options that people could choose and different ways that you can respond to things. You only got to have a response. No response is the best response. And that's what everybody told me that was other than me. So.
Nah, I mean, you onto it right there, because it seems like, okay, let's move from the famous Richard situation to a more serious situation that happened.
Yeah.
Where you were on live with a cat by the name of Pronto Spaz Out. And it seemed like it escalated quickly.
I don't know what could have got going on. Niggas ain't. I don't even know Pronto for real. That was some internet shit to where it was from the Kiing, Yella, and all that type of shit. It was nothing. And niggas like, nothing cannot get resolved. This ain't no shit to where I go over there and shit, and nigga go blow it in. Like, it ain't no shit like that. I don't even go to Chicago. It's not no where niggas even gonna link up. If a nigga wanna do a song, all right, well, so what? Well, we in a whole different states. We don't even go to the same places. If you come to LA, you gotta move, okay? It's either you do your shit or check in or tap in with niggas and we woo. I'm not looking for niggas. It ain't no shit like that. With Pronto, that shit was just on some extra hand shit. You talking to, and I'm gonna say something that I want to say to. Just talking too much.
Yeah, and he went off. And then you just kind of laughed it off, man. Like it was, like it wasn't much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah.
But I mean, dude's tone and stuff, he seemed like he was really upset.
No. Hell no. If he's really upset, it wouldn't even be no internet for him. If I was really upset, it wouldn't even be no lie.
Nah, that's a good point. Now, what's up with you and this fan, man?
This what?
You and this fan, y'all went back and forth in the DMs, man. It was all on the headlines, man. It made all the blogs. They reposted the message.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's something that I'm learning too. Still, like, even though I've been famous for a long time, bro. I give attention to the wrong shit a lot. And that's something that I'm learning to stop. A nigga hating, I'm doing better than them. I'm doing better than everybody that said anything about me. Because if you were thinking about me to say some bullshit, you thinking about me, bro? Like, what are you thinking about me for? And it's just like, I had to learn, like, I'm still learning to stop responding, to know that I got other shit that I could do. I can go outside and go drive a Ferrari. I can go outside and go buy my mom a house tomorrow. I can do this. I can go outside and feel good without no worries. Everybody can't do that. And I just gotta I gotta look at it like, bro, you're more fortunate than a lot of people. I'm not trying to be higher than other people, but you're more fortunate. And yeah, bro, just me taking the time on my day to respond to a lot of shit is like, it's bullshit. But yeah, it was just one of them responses. Ain't gonna happen. And the nigga, I think I know exactly what situation you're talking about because I don't respond to a lot of.
Yeah, it was a guy from Fort Worth.
Yep. And yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. You could pull up the messages, whatever you want to do. Talk to that nigga. I said, bro, I hope you have a blessed day. I talk to this nigga on a daily now. Like, fool, get your life together. We'll be talking to me about his problems and everything. Like, I'm one of them type of niggas as a man. Like, you feel me? Not on no because I'm understanding myself too. And I can say a lot of fucked up shit to a lot of niggas. I know what's going to get under your skin. You feel me? I'm one of them type of niggas. I read books. I read the 48 laws of power. I know how to manipulate a person. But now me growing up and understanding the wrongs and the rights and the pros and cons that come with everything, I'm just shit. It ain't no problem with nobody. Unless you bring it to my house, unless you putting my mom involved, unless you putting some shit that's fucked over, like some real life money or a problem for real, it ain't nothing. We could talk it out. It's nothing but words. Ain't nobody ever heard me.
Facts. Nobody. You're right about that.
Nobody with this shit that I ever been into with at all on this internet, any smut on my name, anything that's wrong towards my name at all, YBN Nahmir, anything. Gonna be in the same club as them. Like, you feel me? Because it's two different crowds. They have a sound that attract room. You feel me? And I'm not talking about the black community or nothing. I'm not like, you feel me? I'm not saying none of that shit like that, but I have more of a white crowd. You feel me? The shit like that I say, like, they'll believe it, but they won't believe it. And it's just like a different thing. But these niggas, they in the streets, they doing this shit on a daily basis. I'm not doing that. Like, you feel me? I'm not in the streets 25/8. I'm kicking it, nigga. I pull up anywhere on the dead homies. Like, I go to anybody's hood. I'll be out there all day with you. But, like, you feel me? It's differences between, like, the way you move and the way you come off as a person. Like, you feel me? They them type of niggas. They can go in the strip club. They strip club type of niggas. I'm a nigga that's gonna be in a motherfucking concert, sell that bitch out and go home. Like, you feel me? It's just differences. It's like,
nah, man, a lot of people will get that. That was a great explanation of the two different fan bases, even when you break up to the different subgenres within hip hop.
Yeah.
Now, I only have a few more questions here for you, but I wanted to ask you about this, man. I meant to ask you this earlier when we mentioned Skinny from the Nine, and even so we're not being messy. He threw this one out there and told me to ask you this, but I was going to ask it anyway.
Okay.
Did you see when Skinny from the Nine and YBN Almighty J got into that one-on-one fight?
Oh yeah, I seen that. Yeah, for sure. I was proud of Jay because, you feel me, that's my dog at the end of the day, even though we wasn't even on good terms. I'm like, all right, yeah, you stood up for yourself. Like, you put them on him. Because this around the time that I'm looking at Skinny from the Nine like, you a weirdo. Like, I'm looking at him like that at the time. Now I'm getting to know cuz, and I fuck with him. Like, I fuck with him as a person, as a human being. Like, you feel me? I fuck with him. So, yeah, I seen the shit, but I was just like, after the whole time, I was already still like, I'm proud of this nigga, but I want to beat his ass too, because that's when me and Jay was going back and forth and shit. But yeah, I seen that shit, and it was just like, whatever, you know?
Yeah, it was like, actually, man, from the hip hop standpoint, it seemed like a lot of people respected them for just being able to throw the ones, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I didn't see it really going like, it didn't really go viral like that. It wasn't no big for real. It was only like for a day. Just talking about this for a day. Cause it's like, bro, nobody give a fuck about that shit for real. Nobody care about that shit. Like, if me and Jay got in a fight right now, it's gonna be viral for a day. Like, next thing you know, this shit is gone. Nobody care. It don't matter.
Yeah, that's true, man. Those things are short-lived on social media. But I wanted to get your take on that because that was a fairly viral situation.